everyone, welcome to part 2 of this video. If you haven't already, make sure you check out part 1 first.
Obviously, people say that, they don't have enough time for something like this. Obviously, we touched on this earlier, how it is so flexible. I would say that you're probably one of the busiest people that I've ever met in my whole entire life. And you've got, the biggest organisation that you are managing at the moment. So, what's your, routine, from Monday to Sunday? Because obviously you are still working, you have all the things that you're doing as well. Yeah, time can't really restrict you, can it?
This also doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because somebody sat there saying how that this has changed a lot, even in financial sense, and that they've earned all this money from it, but then they've gone, actually, I'm still at work, I've still got a 9 to 5, and I still do a load of other things as well. I thought the point of this was freedom.
No, what I'll do is, rather than talking about, I'm part-time now, so it's a little bit different, but I'll talk about, because obviously most people are full-time work, right? So I'll talk about what it was like when I was full-time. So I have this business, I have a full-time job, I have another business as well, which is manual business, so it's a lot more time-consuming. And then I've got a social life, a boyfriend and a dog. So I am very busy. And do you know what? I think for me, the most important thing that I make sure I do on a daily basis is write a list. If you were to join the business or wanted to join the business, we would give you all this information. You wouldn't just be left to kind of be on your own and paddling around like a little, tadpole. I don't know what to do. We'd help you with all of this. But I write lists, so I make sure I know what I need to do throughout the day. I have non-negotiables with the business. Again, something that we would set out with you. Stuff that I do on my travel business every single day without fail. Before I go to sleep, which are little micro tasks throughout the day. They're not big 8-hour power blocks of work. They're little snippets of half hour, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, throughout the day. I was leaving the house at 7 in the morning, getting home at, 9 in the evening, because I was renovating a house at the time back in 2019 when you obviously first joined the business. And a lot of people are how are you doing it? And I hit 1-star director, I hit my big promotion while doing that. And do you know what it was? It was just making sure that I made the correct sacrifices, but I didn't sacrifice my whole life. I still had a life. And it's so important that people realise that we aren't like robots. We're not like brainwashed people that are just constantly sat doing their businesses.
I hear this a lot, but let me tell you now, it's just a ploy to get you in. When you're in because you got told it's flexible and stuff, and then literally straight away it's like, have you got on the call? Are you on this call? Have you done this? Have you done that? Blah, blah, blah.
That I always say to the team, and it's if you do not sacrifice for what you want, then what you want will become the sacrifice. And I want you guys to repeat that and really, really let that drill in. If you don't make sacrifices for what you want, then what you want will become the sacrifice. If you can't give up life as it is right now and make them sacrifices to get where it is that you want to be, yeah? If you still want to watch Netflix, chill out, do the things that you do now, live the life that you've...
It's not a case of you can do this in that many pockets of time a day, because if you were the kind of person that chose to put that many pockets of time in a day and then they asked you how much have you been doing and you told them that, they won't want to help you. You only want to help people who are putting everything into this, and that is why some people have even left their jobs. I've had many people message me and say that they were encouraged to leave their jobs to pursue this full time because of the timing and positioning. But it's the reason I deferred my university, one of the reasons. So this load of spiel is not what's said when you're in there on a private call.
I didn't literally sacrifice my whole life. I had moments, don't get me wrong, I'll have days where I literally went all in, non-stop. And you'll have days like that, weekends like that, when you just want to go on absolute madness. A big business sesh.
A big business sesh is like what's going on right now in this particular community. I feel like I need to share a bit about this. Every once in a while, when the recruitment's a bit slow, they have this really sort of heavy recruitment push, and it's called a business building blitz. And sometimes it happens for 90 days, sometimes it was 40 days and 40 nights. This time I think it's 14 days. And basically everyone will get on calls together, be told that if you don't sacrifice what you want become the sacrifice, and you've got to sacrifice everything for this 2 weeks and put everything into this business, everything into growing it and recruiting as many people as you can. That's what a blitz is. That's what working smarter is.
important. You know, it's a really good question you asked, because people really do think they don't have time. And, you know, I know you'd say the same thing, but what don't you think you have time for? Yeah. Because you don't need that much time. If you're passionate about it, you're gonna have the time, because that will drive you to use them pockets of time.
Yeah, and I was passionate about travel. I wasn't passionate about asking every Tom, Dick and Harry whether they wanted to see my amazing opportunity.
That's it, yeah. And I've realised, really, even when I'm working full-time during the week, I feel like I'm more...
This is literally, before I play this, I just want to say that this makes me really sad, because the shows that they like condition you to not like to think it's not okay to work a normal job, and they make you think that a normal job is a pyramid scheme. It's awful.
Proactive with my time, and I do more because I plan it out so strictly with what I do every hour. The amount that I fix into that hour for business, for example, is a lot of work compared to going to the weekend knowing I've got all day to do it, but then leaving it to last minute and like rushing it, if that makes sense. Absolutely. So I feel like even if you haven't got much time spare, the time that you do have, you can just make the most of that time that you've got. So a lot of people, I think they don't understand the business, they don't really get it, how they sign up, how they join, the training and things. Can you just explain like how simple it is to join in the training that you have to obviously get set up as an RTA? Yeah, definitely. Again, I think because it's a travel business, people like really overcomplicate it in their heads, and they're like, oh my god, I bet you have to do like a 10-hour exam. And people would rather think that than ask. Yeah. You know, people assume things and then don't ask. So if you sat here like thinking that you have to do a 10-hour exam to get started, you're wrong.
Sorry, but if I was paying £156 to sign up, I kind of would expect like a proper exam. Is that just me? Let me know below. If you're paying £156 to become an actual travel agent, what would you expect? I'd expect...
Oh my god.
To sign up, it's really easy. You follow a sign up link and fill in, you know, like forms, etc. Really easy, very quick.
Don't know about you guys, but myself, I was told I didn't need to read it, and I just ticked through. Told me what bits I needed to fill out, so I didn't.
5-10 minutes, and then you'll start your independent travel agency training, which is exciting because you're on your way to being qualified then, which is, you know, a few videos you need to watch. It's GDPR training, and then you do short quiz.
So, to become a qualified independent travel agent, you know, fully qualified, known in the industry, something that's worth £8,000, you just have to watch 4 videos on GDPR and complete a multi-choice exam. And guess what happens when you sign up? The upline sends the answers to the GDPR multiple choice questions to the person, because they can't be bothered to sit and go through it. Like, I actually sat and went through it with my agents. I don't think I ever sent the answers to them. I made sure that I'd get on a call and go through it with them, because if you're paying that, yeah, you need to make sure that you're learning. You need to make sure. I didn't want people who had signed up through me not knowing what they were doing, not knowing what they were talking about, because that is just a reflection on me.
And when I tell you then you're qualified, you're qualified.
I don't think that's a good thing. Like, that's it. All you've got to do is 4 videos, a quick 5-minute exam. When I tell you that that's it, you're qualified, you're qualified. Does that sound like a qualification to you? Because it doesn't to me.
That's it.
Now,
Yeah, that's it.
Then
That's all we paid for.
People advise people to go crazy and book travel. You know, there are other training videos, like if you were to book with one of our suppliers, let's say, could do it. Yeah. When I first joined on, I was going to be thinking 8 or something. So getting started is dead easy, and you know, don't overwhelm yourself basically when you start, and you know, listen to your mentor, and you know, they'll help you with everything. Definitely, I think the training as well is just, it's so easy to follow. It's not rocket science. Like literally everyone can do it. Yeah. When I first joined on, I was going to be thinking, oh my god, there's so much information to like take in. But if you just take it step by step at your own pace, it's just. Yeah, absolutely. It's not difficult. People do think it is rocket science, and it's not at all. No. If you can book for yourself, you can do this business. So if you're, you know, booking with our, you know, online competitors already, which you will be, every single person watching this or watching it back will be booking with our online competitors, then, you know, it's exactly the same. You're just not earning that commission.
Now, this is where things get a bit weird for me. So there's that saying, you are booking through our online competitors. And by that, they mean Booking.com or Expedia. And that's because the back office system that they have actually books through Expedia and through Booking.com. So it's not any cheaper. Like, this was something that when I started to look into things as well. So I booked something for my family. They were just going away for one night. And they have a business and they have to work away quite a lot. So they asked me to book something. I did. And when I got the confirmation email, it come straight from Booking.com, which I thought was a bit strange. So it had been booked through Booking.com, and then there was needed to be a change. I tried to contact like them, and they were like, "Oh no, we've got no record of your booking at all." I was like, "What?" And it's like been booked directly through. I don't know, but just something didn't work out right. Anyway, doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would I pay £156 and then all those monthly fees to book through Booking.com or Expedia when I'm Xperia, whatever it's called, when I'm like paying the same thing? Yeah, I might get 10% back, but I'd rather just use, like, we use like my family business, we use like Quidco, and we get money back straight from that through booking our hotels without having to pay all that money.
A little bit of a hot topic is obviously there was a little bit of like a negative stigma on online businesses, thinking that they're scams, and not everyone that comes in really wants it, so they don't really. They're fed a dream, basically. Yeah.
Right, let me just stop that there. First, she says, not everyone that comes in wants it. So this is what you're taught. So if somebody leaves like me and this girl who we spoke then were really close friends, actually. I still class her as a friend. I think she's a victim in all of this, to be perfectly honest. I'm here if she needs me. So she's just said that the people that have left or who have failed didn't want it well enough, and that's because that's the manipulation, the mindset training, the brainwashing that they've got in there. And then in the next breath she says they were sold a dream. Hang on, which is it? Were people sold a dream? Are you admitting that people were sold a dream? Because they were sold a dream. I was sold a dream, and most of the other people in this business were sold a dream as well.
What would you say is the main reason why people kind of think that, I'm trying to word this correctly, kind of like give up on themselves, and they are fed a dream a little bit from some people and see everybody having this success, but they join and I guess they don't really put enough time in, and then they just quit at the first hurdle.
I just want to say, for me, like, I didn't quit at the first hurdle, but I wish I did quit at the first hurdle because it would have saved me a lot of money. So that, to me, quitting at the first hurdle is not a bad thing. You didn't quit, you just got out at the first hurdle. You got out the first sign that something wasn't okay. And that, to me, is okay. It doesn't mean you're a failure. It doesn't mean you didn't give it enough time or whatever. It wasn't your fault. Like, your upline will probably try and blame you. Trust me, if you got out, then congratulations and kudos to you.
Yeah. No one is... no one is sold a dream. Sorry, just like a question.
No one is sold a dream. No one is sold a dream. This entire video is a dream, because this entire video is not honest. It's not, you know, she's withholding information.
No one is sold a dream. That's the first thing I'll say.
That's why they're laughing so much.
Sold a dream because there is success, and
even the person who asked the question is in the business and said, I know that people get sold a dream. And then you've got the director upline here saying, no one is sold a dream because there is success in the business. Yes, there is success for that 1%, for the people that join back at the start like you.
A lot of success in any online business, okay? So my success, for example, is not a lie. My story isn't a lie. How I've got to where I've got isn't a lie. It's facts.
I just want to point out as well that you're not supposed to sign up your spouse. And I know for a fact that spouse is being signed up left, right and centre.
The difference is the reason people, it gets the name it does, and the reason people then start hating on it and saying that, bad things about it is, most of the time because they haven't had the success that they wanted necessarily, okay? And
again, deflecting. So the person that left, it's their fault. They didn't get the success that they wanted. That's why they left. But why didn't they get that success? Because 99% people don't.
To get the success that, big people in network marketing, I'm not even going to include myself in that, high up people in network marketing, to get the success that they've got, they've worked extremely hard, they've made the necessary sacrifices, they've put everything into it.
So I didn't work hard, and I didn't make the necessarily I can't get away with that. I didn't make the sacrifices, and I didn't put all my time into it. I didn't put every single waking hour of my day into it. Even in hospital, I was sat there, like, coming around from, like, medications, like, gotta message people back. It's not okay.
Like a business, they've been coachable, they've been consistent. The list goes on and on.
So you gotta be coachable. I was coachable, but I wasn't willing to deceive people, and yeah, there's a difference between being coachable and being brainwashable, and I'm not. I have my own mind, and yes, it may have been dulled away for a while, but trust me, it's back. I've got my fighting spirit back, and everybody knows it.
Even need to continue going on and on and on about it. You know, it literally is.
Don't have to continue going on about it, because you know it's always blame the person that left. It was their fault.
It's not. No one's selling anyone a dream. I've literally, you know, watched people for years and years and years on my Instagram go on about, you know, how amazing they're doing it in their businesses, etc. And I used to be that person that think like, no, like, can't be possible. It can't be possible. It's a scam. Well, why are people still doing all of these businesses, etc.? And
because you're using brainwashing techniques to keep people in the business, you're using toxic positivity to keep people in the business, you're using deceitful recruitment tactics to get people in this business. That's why you're successful. That's why this community, I think there's like 500 and something people in this PT and PC community. Guess how many people are earning a guaranteed income of £650 a month out of 500 and something? 3. One of them's the girl at the top here, another one's the other girl at the top, and then someone who's got 76,000 followers on Instagram. The rest of the people in that community, please have a look. There's only 3 people earning £650. What's the 500 odd people below earning? This person's downline, who's talking on this call, she's getting £650 guaranteed income, but only if the 100 people below her pay their fee. Okay, so you saying that those people are all unsuccessful because they aren't earning as much as you, when really it's because you got there first. You got there first. It's really sad. Please stop telling people they're failures when it's this business model has failed so many people. So please don't turn around and tell people who have already been emotionally abused and manipulated in these situations, then tell them that they were a failure.
Actual fact, they do work for people that put the work into them, but it's very few people that actually want to put the work in or know how to put the work.
Very few people want to put the work in, because most of us know that it's most of us, like myself, when they realise what's actually going on, know it's unethical and that the money's coming from recruitment. And we all know that if money's just coming from recruitment, then unfortunately it's very, very fine line there.
Or unnecessary, you know, want to make the changes to put the work in. I'm actually going to answer that question. Someone said...
So somebody asked a question on the live chat. It wasn't me, before anyone says. And my old upline decided she wants to actually address this one. She's ignored the other questions.
Someone off in your business told me it's all an illusion. That's fun. I'm not sure how it's an illusion. The thing is with this business as well, I'm going to be...
Now, I just want to say, listen to her response. This is what she does. She deflects away from anything and like turns the question round to something else. So whenever I used to ask questions or ask for help, it would get deflected into something else because they've not got an actual answer.
I'm going to say this, okay? The thing is with this business is that, you know, it's 2 businesses. You've got your travel business and you have your network marketing business. They're 2 completely separate businesses, okay? The travel business...
So why is it taking you 25 minutes to admit that? Why is it taking you 25 minutes to say, actually, I'm part of 2 businesses?
You know, it's partnered with some of the best names, in fact, the best names in the travel industry, you know, and it's an absolutely incredible opportunity.
This is how they try and like get away from the whole, is it a scam vibe? Because they'll say, well, we won't be partnered with these people, but money talks for one. The partners, you have to pay more to book through a lot of the partners, and you don't get price parity with the partners. So to me, that shows that the partners don't trust you.
For people to be able to become home-based travel agents, And it's amazing. And the network marketing business, there's loads of network marketing businesses out there.
And they do.
The whole thing's network marketing. So this is another thing that you say, oh, it's not network marketing. The travel business isn't. You are a travel business owner, but you're not a travel business owner. Like I say, you're letting on someone else's host agency, and it's all there as a cover up.
Exactly the same thing, but instead we, help people earn residual income through travel.
You don't help people earn a residual income through travel, because you cannot earn a residual income through travel. The only way to earn a residual income is by recruiting people, and then you get £3 per month per person in your matrix. So again, please just stop with the BS. Be honest about where it's coming from. The residual income isn't from travel.
And through building a team of agents, and it's that simple. The business model is.
It's that simple. It's through building a team of agents. That's what it's from.
And there's always going to be people out there that have something to say about it, but you just have to understand that if people are having success, it's one of the world, if not the wealthiest. Net marketing is the wealthiest industry in the world. So
I can't believe this. Like, again, she's just attaching the fact that, well, those 99% of people that fail, well, that's their own fault. It is, there is success in there, so it means it's okay. It means it's legitimate. It is all right because there is success, and I've had success from it. Doesn't matter about the people below me that haven't got success. That doesn't matter because I've got success. Me, I've done the work. I've done the mindset work. People get such a God complex when they get to this director status. Why do they think that they're so much better than everyone else? Really, but I know why. Because at the end of the day, they're actually victims, and they've actually been brainwashed into thinking that what they're doing is okay.
Situations. Yeah. And I realised that my job is a bit like network marketing.
I'm a bit worried about this bit because she's about to compare her job to network marketing, also known as MLMs, also known as product-based pyramid schemes.
Many people, the recruitment would just literally be like this, and they would make you stay in that department for 6 months until you could move on, because they knew that everyone did like the frontline customer services department. There was like 16 people in my group when I first joined, and not one of them is still there. I'm the only one in my training group. And it's because it's such a tough environment. You have to be thick-skinned. Yeah.
You get a wage from your job at this place, though. Every single person comes out with a monthly wage. Please don't compare. You get paid for your time that you put into it. With this network marketing business on about, you don't get paid for your time. You only get paid for your recruitment or your travel 90 days after it's completed.
Like, there's the targets, the stats that you have to do. In like an insurance-based kind of company, like logistics, them kind of like call centres. I've never been in that environment before.
Yeah.
And it overwhelmed me. Like, I used to cry at my desk sometimes because I just couldn't do it. And I said to Ryan, I don't think I can do this. Like, I don't think I can do it. Like, it's not me. And they were like, you can. Obviously, like we do, like people are giving them a bit of,
It's really sad. Like, she's saying she don't think she could do this job. And that because her job egged her on to stay there, she's comparing it to people egging her on to stay in network marketing. So it just shows that when you feel like you want to leave, you are egged on to stay. And I don't feel like you're egged on to stay in a good way. You're egged on to stay, like, this guy's already admitted that she lost loads of money. Like, you are egged on to stay because you're made to feel like a failure if you leave. And you're not a failure if you leave, trust me.
push that you can do it. And again, like this business, something just clicked with me at my job. And I just changed my mindset completely. And then I got it, hit all my targets. I got to a point where I got promoted. And now I moved into a different department. And I think if you compare it between the two, they're actually quite similar.
Yeah.
I think with network marketing, it's so easily accessible. That's why a load of people try it. But not everybody goes in treating it like a business.
Yeah.
And it's the same with my job. People...
You're not told that you have to treat it like a business. They've sat on this call and said that you can do it within 30 to 60 minutes a day and it's your thing and, you know, you've got control of it. But then you get told you've got not put the time in.
People go in thinking it's quite easy to get in, it's going to be a whirl. You know, it is a bit like commission based as well.
Yeah.
But not everyone is thick-skinned and disciplined and want it enough to actually get the end result.
Exactly. And obviously with this business as well, we get paid for sign-ups.
Just admitted that there. With this business, we get paid for sign-ups. Never mentioned that the whole of the thing. Like, you know, it was all about the travel. And now we're getting towards the end. It's like, oh yeah, we get paid for sign-ups.
we introduce an agent into our team and take on, you know, the mentorship responsibility to, you know, help you grow, become an agent, etc.
But let me just say, a lot of people don't want to take on the mentoring responsibility. You know, imagine this person's got hundreds of people in their downline. Have they got time to speak to every single person every day for however long to help everyone? No.
You know, as reps, if you decide to, you know, join the rep business, you get paid for sign-ups. And people, you know, might have well, why do you get paid? Like, is my money going towards you? Forget all of that. You know, you can earn money than, you know, plenty of people, you know, that are above you. It depends on the work. If you come in and say, right, I'm gonna take my upline, I'm gonna take it, go and do it, because you can, in this business. You know, the business, the way that the business model is, and the way that you hit promotions in this business, I'm not going to go into too much detail. If you're interested,
I will.
You know, jump on a call with us.
Don't worry. It
works,
I'll do it.
You can't rely on one person to build your business, which I love.
What she means by that is she couldn't have just signed somebody up and then they recruited 99 people and then she'd have 100 people, so she'd be a one-star director. What you have to do, same with all the other network marketing companies, you have to have a certain number of legs. So for this one, if you have 100 people in your team to be a one-star director, it's got to be split over 3 legs, minimum of 3 legs. So somebody could have 30, somebody could have 30, somebody could have 30, and then the upline's got 10, and then that's it. She's then got 100 people then. So this is why this person gets the guaranteed income, because there's 100 people in the pyramid.
Because you can't, for example, Alice could, you know, have someone come into her business and absolutely fly and rock it, okay, and just take it to, you know, by storm. But, and most people think, Alice is getting all this money then just from, she sat back, kicked back doing nothing. It's not the case. It's not the case, and it's fair, and I do love that about this business.
I don't agree. Example, person that's above my upline, is not a director, so she doesn't get, like, they don't get the £650 bonus, but because of the amount of people that this person has recruited, they still get £3 per person in their thing, so they still get lots of money. Do you not see how this is a pyramid scheme?
Yeah, I think the compensation plan does make it fair.
Yeah,
no, it doesn't. Yeah. Well, last question then.
The compensation plan doesn't make it fair, because, yeah, like I've said, you might be able to reach a rank higher than them, but if somebody was in there before you, regardless, if they're above you on the matrix, then they're getting paid from your people.
Why do you think this is probably like one of the best times that anyone could join the business?
I bet it's to do with the travel boom.
The way that I look at it, because I'm into shares and investing as well, like I love doing all that kind of stuff. The way that I look at it is, if you join now within, like, especially April, I think April's like the month to blooming join.
April is the month to join. If you don't join in April, like what they said at the start, this is to get people over the line. So you're telling them they've got to join in April.
If you join now, it's just like buying a share when, you know, it's a little bit low and, you know, it's about to have that big explosion.
But is it any less money to join now? No. So it's not like buying a share when it's at a low price, is it?
That's literally what's happening. It's rumbling under the surface. You only need to go and look at Palmfulls and Paycheck's Instagram to see how many promotions we've been having this year already.
Again, I'll debunk this because the promotions, they don't actually mean anything. I'll go through this. It's something that they've made themselves to try and make the community look like it's doing better and stuff, which I appreciate, because I'm one of those people that like to celebrate every little win, but I don't think it's okay when they celebrate in the little wins to make it look like people are making a load of money from travel when they're not.
There's a rumble under the ground, and we're going to explode, and we're going to, you know.
I think that rumble might actually be the pyramid imploding, to be honest. That might be what that rumble is, because so many people are seeing this. So many people are reaching out and saying to me, thank you for raising awareness of this. It wasn't just me. I nearly got involved in it, or I did get involved in it, or my family were involved in it. You don't understand, like, how many people's lives you're impacting in a bad way.
Get big, and well, we already are massive. You know, we've got a huge team already.
So they already are massive. So they've just said that you've got to join now because it's, you know, before the boom. But then on the next breath, they already are massive. It just doesn't make sense, does it?
It's only going to keep getting bigger. You know, if you're interested in selling travel to people, especially, there's going to be a massive travel boom. You know, it's already starting, but it's going to get even bigger and bigger and bigger throughout the year.
I have actually looked into like the travel industry, and I don't think they're expecting like the industry to be back to normal till at least like 2024, I think. And if there's already so many people doing this, like they're saying, then surely that market's oversaturated. We're oversaturated, aren't we? Why would somebody come to me when there's a million other travel agents?
So you're going to be able to take complete advantage of that, and you know, be able to book for people.
Take advantage of the travel boom. Take advantage of the pandemic.
And if you're interested in earning residual income and you're interested in network marketing, then it's going to be the biggest harvest of your life, because you know, all the people I've got people lined up
that to me is the word language, the biggest harvest of your life. I've got people waiting, right? Harvest. It sounds like you were literally, well, you are, aren't you? Feeding off them people, because you've got all these people that are ready to harvest, ready to work for nothing at the bottom, ready to feed up to you. And that's what's going on.
They're itching to become independent travel agents that have told me they're waiting until April to join.
So they're itching to become independent travel agents. They're not itching to become this. They're not itching to become a recruit. They're not itching to become a recruiter. They're itching to become travel agents.
I can't wait to get them all launched. I can't wait to get their travel businesses out there and them earning amazing commissions.
And they can't wait for the launch, because when you put things launched, quite often people will ask then, oh, what is this that you're doing? And then that's another opportunity for them to try and recruit people in, isn't it? So that's why they can't wait for the launch.
Yeah, it is a really exciting time, actually. I'm looking forward to this year.
Me too. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Well, then, that's everything. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Coming on and answering the questions.
No worries.
So yeah, sorry if I was a little bit like ranty, but I'm so passionate about this, because I know for a fact that the things that are being said are very misleading, are very deceitful, and that's not okay. We can't have that. We can't have that anymore. And I'm not having somebody trying to take me down as a person that's just trying to help other people. I'm literally trying to raise awareness and support others, and for being, you know, I'm not having it. If you want to treat me the way that I've been treated, that's fine. Because I'm a grown woman. I can put up with it. I can stand up for myself. But I know that a lot of these people, and it's not okay. So I'm giving people a voice. I'm going to share. It's all right. I keep seeing this all over everywhere about the travel boom and stuff. And I just want to share my truth and debunk what they're actually saying. Because it's a load of it's just not honest, is it? Maybe I'm too honest. But that's just me. And yeah. I've actually created a group on Facebook purely, you know, for people who have either been in the travel business or are in the travel business and need help or support, or have any questions and want to have an honest discussion. I'm going to put loads of resources in there as well. And that group is called Travel MLM Support Community. It is on Facebook. I will share the link below in the description. I'll also share the links to some of the socials and things. If you have watched this far, then I really, really appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts below, what you think about it all. Also, let me know what you want to see on this channel. If you want to see some of the things I was talking about on there, like the messages you get when you leave, the way that you're spoken to when you leave, all sorts of things, the recruitment, the new starters guide, the training, everything. Like, honestly, I'm willing to put things out there to try and stop other people from being victimized, from being taken advantage of. So yeah, sending love and light to you all. Like I say, if anyone needs anything, then pop me a message. Make sure you check out some other groups as well. So on Facebook, we've got Hey Hun, Ban the Scam. That's for people who are, if you're in an MLM and you need some help, you can go into that one. Then we've got one purely for people who are not in MLMs, and that's the UK Anti-MLM Facebook group. Give that a follow. We've also got the Uncovered podcast. We've got the lovely Tash and Nicola, who have got the Goodbye MLM, Hello Freedom podcast, which is absolutely incredible. Check all of those out, and yeah, sending love and light to you all.